Hello, somebody! Thank you for stumbling across my channel. I am Mr. Mafuchi, and guess what? While you were living your life, unique stuff happened, silly stuff happened. Like what, you might ask? Well, in Pennsylvania, picture this. You're a married couple. You want to expand on the house. You want to add something. You want to improve on something. So, what do you need? You need money. You bring it home from the bank. So, without thinking, you just put it on the counter and you go about the rest of your day. But then you hear a scream. Ah! You wonder, what's going on? Who dropped the soap? No, that didn't happen. Guess what? The couple had a dog. The dog had always been, for the most part, an angel until today. Because today, Cecil Dog decided to get up on that counter where they left the money, and he just devoured it. He started chowing down. He's rampaging. He's going all over the place with the money, not knowing what it is, but I'm pretty sure after a while he knew it didn't taste good. Now, the couple, they don't know what to do because he'd have never done nothing like this before. Well, guess what? Cecil Dog did take some of that money that they needed for the repairs, that they needed for the upgrades. He ate about $350 to $400. So, what is the family left to do? Because the rest of the money of the 4,000 4Gs. How many of you have 4Gs right now? So, what did the couple do? Number one, they called the bank, see if anything could happen. Now, I had to find this bank. Because you know what they said? They said, hey, if you tape as many as you can together, just make sure they have the serial number, do what you can, and we'll accept it back. Now, what kind of bank is this? I'm assuming a bank that can go bankrupt if you keep doing this. Because I'm going to go seek you out. The next time I'm in Pennsylvania, I'm going to open an account, and I'm going to rip some money up and tell them it was my dog. After hearing the news from the bank, well, Cecil still had the money, so they had no choice but for the next couple days follow him around. And guess what? Cecil's stomach, it didn't agree with him. So he just all over the place. He is just vomiting out the money. And this couple right here, they have to piece it together. They have to tape it together. They have to get all the serial numbers together. As Cecil just, he's doing that. Can you imagine? So the couple was able to recover $3,500, but Cecil took them for $500. Now the couple said after time passed, they just want to save the money that they couldn't recoup, take to the bank, and they want to frame it as a memento. Are you kidding me? If my dog just ate my money, guess what? I ain't about to frame it. That mutt is in my doghouse permanently. He's going to stay his ass outside on that doghouse he didn't like because you don't mess with daddy's money. You just don't. Next up, we head to Canada, going up north. Now, let me know if this would be fun for you or not. You go on an amusement park, you go on the ride. Now it's late, it's after 10 p.m., but you decide, hey, let me get one more ride in. Why not? So you go on the ride, it goes in a circle, and it didn't go in a circle. It just got stuck, and you and about 20 other people are upside down. I think this is someone's worst nightmare. I wouldn't want that to happen to me, but this did happen, and people were freaked out. And it lasted for almost 30 minutes. You're upside down. You're having blood just rush to your head. What do you do? What do you do besides not fall? And what if you gotta go pee? Look, if it's me, I'm letting it out. I'm sorry, but the park put me in this situation. I can't hold it anymore. I'm sorry. But here's the kicker. Once they got the ride fixed, they couldn't evacuate the people. They couldn't just get them from where they were stuck. They said, oh, we have to let the ride finish. We have to let the revolution go. Are you kidding me? After almost 30 minutes, upside down and stuck, you want the ride to finish? No, the last thing I want to do is finish the ride. I want to get off right now. But people didn't have any choice. They wanted to get off the ride, and they had to finish the ride. Because that's how this all started. You wanted to get on that last ride for the night. So, is it really worth the last ride. Now we head down under in Australia, where apparently Australians can't handle flaming hot chips. Now, that's what I thought the first time I read the article, but this is why. You read the entire article, not just the headline. Australians work in a factory where they are surrounded by the powder of flaming hot. And unfortunately, in this environment, it gets all around the factory, and it gets in their eyes, it irritates their skin, they have trouble breathing, and they sneeze up a storm. So it isn't that Australians can't handle the chips. And I would hope not, because they can handle the outback, they can handle alligators, they can handle a bar fight. Now, is my knowledge of Australia based on maybe Crocodile Dundee, the movie? Maybe. So Australians just want a safer environment so the powder doesn't get on them and it stays in the bag. And the owner of the factory has agreed to set up a safer environment. Because guess what? If more workload for the flaming hot product goes to Australia, well, we need it. And especially me, because I am a big fanatic of flaming hot. And maybe they'll have to go extra hot. And that's a lot more powder. So let's get that safety environment going, people, because I need my chips. Speaking of flaming hot, just a quick aside, there is a movie entitled Flaming Hot. And hopefully you know what it's about. It's about the story of the person that created the Flaming Hot. And I can tell you from personal experience, it's an excellent movie. I highly recommend it. So get on out there, get yourself a flaming hot bag, whether it's Cheetos, Doritos, or whatever kind of version they have. Get you some, watch the movie, you won't be disappointed. Britney Spears quelled rumors about an upcoming new album that may come out. She flat out just told the people on her Instagram, hey, I am never coming back to the music industry. And I'll tell you what, the kind of life that Britney has led, I'm going to let that slide. She's gone through plenty. And the majority of it, not having control of her own life and her own finances. So, Britney, you do you. You did what you needed to do. You conquered the music industry. You did your part. And let me just simply say, thank you very much for the performance on the MTV Music Awards and that sparkly outfit. My adolescent self was very grateful for that performance. Full transparency, I kind of feel like my adolescent self right now. It'd be tingling and... Back to the ocean to talk about dolphins and pufferfish. Well, some people may call this a symbiotic relationship, but you be the judge. So dolphins apparently play with these pufferfish to rile it up. And why is that? Because if you rile up a pufferfish long enough, it will release a nerve toxin. Now, if you consume too much of the nerve toxin, yes, you can die. But these crafty dolphins have figured out if you only take in small quantities, you can get a little high. Now, dolphins are known to be very intelligent porpoises, and I believe that. I don't trust dolphins. They are so intelligent, they know what they're doing, but they get off with the people because they look so cute. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying that this dolphin is being cute as it's trying to hump me. No, it's trying to get off on me. And I'm not going to deal with that. I don't trust you dolphins. Don't get me one-on-one in a room or in a pool because I'm not going to let you do that again. Ever wonder what happens to unsold Christmas trees? I know I do. In Berlin, Germany, all the unsold trees go as a snack for elephants and bison. Apparently, it's a delicious treat for them, just like with us in chocolate, candy, burrito for me. They eat the stuff up, and they love it, and they know what time it is after Christmas, and they expect it, and they'll just chow down. Now, that's all well and good, but I just have a different idea. Can't we just replant the trees? I know for the most part, we won't be able to save them so they can grow back, or maybe we will. Nonetheless, let's just plant them back, because there could be a couple of homeless critters out there. Maybe a squirrel? Chipmunk? Man cub? Eagle.
Mighty Eagle!
And now this.
Evelyn was born with uterus delphus. It is a condition that can cause people to be born with double reproductive organs. Evelyn knew at 14 there was something different about her vagina because tampons didn't work. Evelyn's condition was diagnosed at 20 when she went to terminate a pregnancy, and she found out she had two, not one, two vaginas. This condition is estimated to affect 1 in every 3,000 women. It often goes undetected unless there are complications of getting or staying pregnant. And she can technically get pregnant in both vaginas.
Yep. I heard that right. You heard that right. And we can't unhear it. There's a woman that has two vulvas. That's vagina for all of you that don't know that term. Look, here's how I feel about that. That's all well and good, but a couple of questions arise. Number one, is it considered cheating if you leave one entry for your partner, but you leave another entry for randoms? And number two, I have worked my butt off all these years with the ladies. There's been a couple, and I know without a shadow of a doubt, I have worked my way up the ladder, that I know, and I am fully confident in the fact that I am highly mediocre, sometimes good, when it comes to pleasing a woman. But two vulvas, I won't stand for it. No way, not for me. One is plenty. Just leave me with that. Leave me be. I can handle that. This may be a fantasy for you, but not for me. I'm good. Now to expound on the source, happy birthday, Howard Stern. Now Howard, being a mountain of a man at 6'5", has touted that he possesses the biggest small penis at 6 inches. Well, let me say something to you, Howard. There's not a one of us men here that wouldn't give our left nut for 6 inches. Because the average, I believe, is 5 1/4, and that's where plenty of us lie. So Howard, as you get into your big 70th birthday, just remember, the next time you invade that vulva, you thrust with confidence. We're with you, Howard. Now, who says bears don't eat tacos? That's just silly. In Florida, a bear decided he was having a craving. Well, guess what? That craving was Taco Bell. So, at a residence, after Uber Eats delivered the food, well, guess what? Bear had a craving. He wanted tacos, Taco Bell. It's right there. So what does he do? He gets to the doorstep. He takes the bag. $45 worth of food. When the family came out and saw that there was no food on their doorstep, they figured, oh man, we got one of those Uber drivers that ate our food and didn't give it to us. But alas, that did not happen this time. This time, when Uber Eats caught wind of what happened, they've reimbursed the entire $45 worth of food. Now, here's the idea. Uber Eats reimburse the food. This opens up possibilities. All you gotta do is try to lure a wild animal, have the bag with the logo of food, but don't actually put food in there, record it, and then send it to the delivery service and let them know, hey, my food got eaten. Now let's keep this to ourselves, so don't let anybody know. Between you and me. Alright? Gotcha. So yeah, pegging. Alright. And finally, we go to Seoul, Korea at the Liam Museum of Art, where an art piece entitled Comedian was present for all to see. And what was this art piece? It was a banana held up by duct tape, right smack dab in the middle. And this piece is appraised at $120K. Well, guess what? One day, a student went over there, he saw the banana, he skipped breakfast. So what's a person to do? You see a banana there? He took it off, peeled it open, he began to eat the $120,000 banana on the art piece with no remorse. But I will give him this, he did have good manners, as once he finished eating the banana, he put the peel back on the duct tape. Now the museum and the artist will not press charges, as apparently every second or third day they change out the banana regardless. So let me get this straight. A banana held up by duct tape is $120,000? Tell you what, I'll change it up. I'll give you an orange. How about an apple? Cucumber. Tell me what you want me to put on duct tape, and I will put it on there for $120K. Now that I know that that's all it takes to make some money, I will put my wiener up there. How about that? You like how that looks? You like how the duct tape covers my wiener? Here we go. Here. And that's what happened while you were living your best life. If you made it all the way through, hey, more power to you. Thank you so much. I'll leave you with this. Don't be a sheep. Always, always be yourself. You're not going to be able to please everyone, so stop trying. But at the end of the day, nobody does you better than you. Until next time, this is Mr. Mafuchi, letting you know, do something silly, and maybe I will report on you. See you next time!